This is the filtration system of project partner Racer Waters Philippines. It has a high filtration rate that reduces the number of children and the youth and even the adult infected with polio, hepatitis A, and severe diarrhea. Hi, I'm Raymund 18 years old, from the Boy Scouts of the Philippines. I always wanted to be a doctor someday, and I always came up to a point wherein how could I help the indigenous groups in our province? And these indigenous groups, you even have to travel more than 100 kilometers. And more than that, I traveled more than 580 kilometers. And the inspiration behind that is because they are suffering from bacterial contamination. And in what better way to approach those problems is through the scouting movement. Implementing filtration systems to those groups was a lot helpful now than before, that their situation was that they're prone to bacterial contamination. And even the young ones are prone to sickness for that. By providing filtration systems to those 4 different municipalities in 580 plus kilometers of distance, we strive to provide filtration systems to them. And that filtration systems is currently being used to alleviate such bacterial contamination and other health diseases that they get from acquiring water because they drink their drinking water coming down from the mountain, from the irrigation systems, and from pump well, which is in the first place is not suited for drinking. In partnership with the organization Racer Waters Philippines and other government and non-government organizations, we strive to provide this system. This is the filtration system of project partner Racer Waters Philippines. It has a high filtration rate that reduces the number of children and the youth and even the adult infected with polio, hepatitis A, and severe diarrhea. This system is also being used in times of calamities in the Philippines and typhoons. These are indigenous groups and they live a life that are way traditional than ours. That's why it would be a proper approach to them would mean more contact and more understanding of their situation. So the moment you understand their situation and live up to their shoes, you would understand their needs. The challenge that I faced was that the funding, you have to prove yourself first to acquire such, because soliciting such amount, which is big amount, is never easy on the first try. But then you must not give up on soliciting. You just must keep on trying for those communities because these communities are in dire need of help. Finding different approach that fits to the needs of those communities. Transitioning from the phase 1 of Project Tanong, we happen to provide pails of water. And then transitioning to the phase 2, we happen to provide welded big filtration systems, which are facilities now. And I think for the phase 3 or later on, it would be a more comprehensive system that will be used, desired and fit for those communities. Age is never the hindrance. And if I'm the testament, our nation-building efforts as leaders affects good change in many ways, whether large or small. It always improves the living standards of those who do not have much. And as Scouts, we are here today as advocates for a better world. And as messengers of peace, we're always an agent of change. Not only for the community, but not only for the country, but also for a global approach of change.